Welcome back once again. My name is Orbelis. Welcome back to the channel, and this is the first video that we're gonna dig into the car. We're gonna go into the diff and get that going, because that is our main issue and that is what we need to fix off the bat. At this moment, I have already put more than enough WD-40 on all the bolts, so on all the suspension bolts, and just trying to mitigate any trouble that we might see in the future, because they have been there for a long time. They have created a little bit of rust around them and possibly inside the threads right now. So yeah, our plan is to remove the brakes, remove all the suspension components, and get to the center section. We're gonna do one at a time. This is the axle that is broken. Yeah, this is the one that is broken. So we're gonna go ahead and remove all of that, and you will get to see some shiny sparkles today. The sun is very hot right now. It is almost summer in Florida, so don't mind if you see me sweat like a pig today. All right. All right, guys. So these strange racing brakes, the calipers are held by 14mm on both ends, and they are pain in the ass right now, which I have my ratcheting wrench. But yeah, let's see if I can get a socket. I'm gonna get a socket so I can remove these easier.
Yeah, definitely 14mm. And I was gonna lose these right here.
Okay, so it is only these two bolts holding the caliper. The caliper has, I'll show you right now, but the caliper has a few shims that you put inside of it, in here and in here, so you can better see what I mean. The caliper has a few shims. You shim it when you put it in, or when you install it, so that the pad doesn't rub unevenly against the disc, and therefore it is as it's supposed to be. Right now I have 3 shims on this side and 2 shims on the bottom one, I think. And yeah, that's how the caliper is basically assembled. Very simple setup, very light. I really like it. So let's take it off. Alright, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna bag them and label them. I like to label and bag everything so that it's not loose. If I do that, I do save a lot of time when putting everything back together, and it keeps me a little bit organized. So yeah. Oh, okay, so this is the bottom hardware. See, very simple, but I keep myself very organized so that when it's put back together, everything goes in without a hitch. There we go. Now I just remove this. Look at this. The brake pads are not even, you don't see any difference from a new brake pad. Look at that. I have really not moved this thing at all. So that's gonna be just hang it there for now. Let's remove this. What the hell's going on? So that's the left side. These, now This is all held together by this aluminum bracket, which is perfect for drag racing because it's very sturdy and it's very lightweight. We only have, what is this, like 10 millimeter bolts, like all four 10 millimeter bolts holding it together. And yeah, after that we can just pull out the axle if we want, right? So let's get to that first. So it turns out that the bolts are not really 10 millimeters, they're 11 millimeters, but I am making do with a 7/16 wrench. And let's just go ahead and remove all four of them. Okay. Alright, so that's the bracket. And let's go ahead and pull out the first Alright everyone, so I did the same thing as the other side. Basically remove the two bolts that hold together the caliper, and again, also look at that, the pads are brand new, barely used. Then there's four bolts that hold down the bracket to the diff, which are these right here. And yeah, everything was removed. I can remove these bolts, but I'm not gonna do so yet. By the way, look at these bolts. These have like a special shape so that they can rest against the diff, and they won't turn as you exert torque on the whole assembly. So they're pretty nice. And yeah, let's put that back in. Now at this point I could remove this axle, which is gonna be the axle with the surprise, but I'm not gonna do so yet. Let's first take out the plug from the diff, the main plug, so that it drains all the oil, and we can see some shiny sparks coming out of there first. Oh, I don't wanna, I almost messed that up. All right, let's do that first, and I will be back at taking out the axle. Are you guys ready? There you go. Woo! But look at that. Oh, I'll show you now. Let it just drain all the fluid, all the oil. Look at that. Can you see it? Nice sparkles. And what's going on there? That oil should be going down, but it's not. We're gonna have an incident.
Ah, fuck me.
Alright, we have run into a little bit of a problem. This thing. Oh wow. Alright, I'm gonna have to like push it down with a screwdriver, because the bottom of the damn thing is like all the way to the top. Let's see if this works. There we go. Much better. Let's keep draining this thing. You know what? I thought I was gonna see a lot more sparkles going on right now. Oh no! Come on! Crap, bro. There's a hole on my stupid thing. That's not cool, man. So the oil is pretty much drained. The problem is that it's going to the floor now. Let me see if I can do something about this real quick. Alright guys, so the oil spill has been contained. I cleaned up pretty much everything. We are about to take out the axles. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull them out little by little. Now this is the axle that is, I think, complete. There's nothing wrong with it. Yep, there it is. Beautiful. And look at that. Okay, this is one of the things that I was very interested in before. I don't know if you can see the wear pattern. I'll measure it later, but it's a decent wear pattern, so there's a lot of engagement on that axle. On the previous axles that I had in there, only very minimal engagement was going on, and these are, at least this length, are actually pretty damn good. So yeah, I like that. Now let's go to the other side and take out the one that is supposed to be broken. I don't want you guys to miss this, but let's pull it out. Oh, look at that! Oh, it's a good one! God damn! Like half the axle and it's still in there. Look at that! Oh, by the way, these are taper axles, which means there are different thickness over here, and then they taper it down to the actual size, which is 31 spline at the end. But look at that! Wait. Look at that! Completely sheared off, man. Wow, that is amazing. Let me see if I can get it closer for you. Wow. So yeah, that half of the axle is still in there. So let's see how we can pull that thing out. My question is, how do I pull that out? I don't think the center section will be able to be pulled out with half of the axle engaged in the carrier. This is gonna be fun. So yeah, let's see. Can I get a break here? Okay, let's try something else. Now let's try this. Well, it pushed it off, I think. Okay. It worked. Okay, so that definitely worked. It pushed the axle all the way here. Look at it right there. So let me just try to grab it. Oh, look at that! Ooh. That's a big chunk of metal, huh? That's pretty cool. Come on. Alright. To be honest, I thought it was gonna be shredded like here, not here. So, yeah. I do like the amount of engagement that it has on the axle, so that's pretty cool. It means that it's not right on the tip of the axle, but that it is grabbing more of it and therefore distributing the hit or the torque throughout the axle and not just the tip of the axle. But look at that. Is that cool or what? So this is how they're supposed to be, and that's what happened. Oh, quick side note, this is the passenger side, this is the driver side. So I was wrong. The driver, the offset is towards the driver side, therefore the passenger side, it is a longer length than the driver side. So what have we learned so far? If you were to learn anything, it is a T56 stiff wall slicks, and what was it? I think it was a 5200 RPM launch. Yeah, around there. And a 5200 RPM launch with 31 spline axle. This is what happens. So if you're building a rear end and you do not know what thickness or what size of axles you should aim for, definitely not 31. Go straight to 35 spline or 40 spline. So this is gonna be it, guys, for today. I gotta pick everything up. I mean, it was a good day. I was able to confirm that. I mean, I knew that it was the axle, but I wanted to see what was really happening with the axle. So yeah, that is broken. Today I'm gonna order the center section so that we can upgrade to 35 spline axles, and that should be able to handle whatever I throw at the rear end for now, especially when we go up in power. I'm not telling you that yet. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoy the videos. Come on, this is really cool. Like the video. This is really cool. I actually enjoy this kind of stuff, even though it costs me money, you know. But yeah, and I'll see you guys on the next part of upgrading the rear end.